Hey guys, Aaron here. I'm in what I call my NERF room, I guess, just because it's where I store all of my NERF blasters. And hopefully you can see here, but it is a complete, utter mess. This is what happens after having two major shoots. This is from shooting Nerf Gun Game 4 and Team Deathmatch at one time, and then shooting Nerf Meat Zombies 2 over like 3 or 4 days. So it's just steadily gotten worse and worse over the last 2 months. But it is time to change that. It is time to clean up this room, and hopefully I can finish it in the next couple of days. So hopefully when it is all finished, all of these walls will be covered with pegboard and Nerf blasters, including this one right here behind me. So I gotta add more pegboard here. Gotta add more pegboard here, might even add more here, add more there, add more on the back wall. As well, here is my apartment. It is also a complete mess from the last 2 months, specifically zombies. I got buckets full of Nerf guns here. I got boxes full of camera equipment and cords and props and tables and chairs and blankets that we use to move the props, and we got a gumball machine. So I also have to clean up all of this. And hopefully I can pull it off the next couple of days. And hopefully I'll end up having a sweet apartment with zombie perks everywhere. And then I'll have a finished Nerf room. Let's get started. Let's do this. Alright guys, the Nerf room or Nerf office, or I think I just might call it just my office, is done. Well, it's almost done. I'll show you what it looks like. So we got Nerf guns on pegboard and a full 360. Back to the start. It's finished as much as I can do right now. I still obviously got a lot of space for some more blasters and some other Nerf products, but I filled in the gap there, filled in the gap there. Did this entire wall here, and then obviously cleaned the entire room because it was a mess. And I organized my Nerf darts, so I got all my elite darts in here. When Lord Drac was down last week, he noticed that I was using a bunch of streamlined darts. I didn't even know what streamlined darts were, and supposedly there are a bunch of the older darts that were used for a bunch of the clip system blasters, like some of the old ones, such as the Raider or maybe even like the Recon. I'm not exactly sure, but it's for a bunch of the older blasters. And then they came out with the new elite darts, and I found out that the older darts don't work on the new blasters, and I had never known that before. And generally we kept it, like if it was an older blaster, I would use the orange darts, which are generally the streamlined, and if it was a new blaster, I would always use the elite. But sometimes people I was working with, they didn't know that, and they would put in the streamlined darts, or I might even do it by accident, so we'd have lots of jams because of that. But Drac was like, hey man, this is a problem. So I actually organized all the streamlined darts, put them in a separate box in my closet, and probably will never ever use them again because why would I? But I organized all the elite darts, no streamlined darts anymore, thank God. Got a bunch of my other stuff, so the Rival high impact balls, the Vortex discs, Mega darts, the missiles, got all my clips or mags in there, and it just feels really good to have a clean room. So for the final touches is obviously to fill the walls with more blasters when I get more, probably for Gun Game 5 or Gun Game 6 or whoever knows whatever other videos I do or whatever blasters I get. And the best part is right here in the middle is I'm going to put a desk, I'm going to put a monitor on it, then probably get a gaming system, get my PS4 in here. It's going to be used for a permanent gaming setup. I will also be able to push the monitor to the side and do unboxing videos or any other type of videos that I want. In case you didn't know, this is my old bedroom for like 10 years, and then when I decided to rent out the apartment for my parents, I asked them if I could keep this room to just store a bunch of stuff, and they said sure, and then this is what it ended up turning into. I don't think they expected this. I didn't even expect this. If you had told me a year ago that this is what it was going to look like, I wouldn't have believed you at all, but here it is. It's got to be like one of the nerdiest things ever, but it's kind of fun. It's pretty cool, and I'm pretty proud of it at the end. It's definitely going to look pretty awesome when I have this awesome workstation slash gaming station, and then all the walls completely filled with blasters. It's going to be pretty cool. Also, let me show you guys my apartment. Okay, so the apartment is finally cleaned up as well, and voila, clean, and look at all those zombie perks. So here's all my zombie props finished and sitting in my apartment. The cool thing about making all these props for my video is that I get to keep them at the end, and hopefully I'll get to use them again in other videos, but they just get to sit in my apartment right now and look freaking awesome. So here's Jug, we got Pack-a-Punch, we got Speed Cola, we got Quick Revive, and we got a makeshift gobble gum machine as well. That actually works, by the way. You can actually put a quarter in there and then a gumball will come down, so that's pretty sweet. And I also got to show you guys these. These are my perk bottles that I got to fill up. Jug, Speed. I just got Jones Soda and then took off the labels and replaced them with stickers that I just bought off eBay. If you want to actually make them yourself, they're actually pretty easy. You just Google zombie perks stickers or search zombie perk bottles or zombie perk pop or something like that, and something will pop up. So we actually drank the sodas in the video from like a first person shot. So now I gotta fill them up. So I'm just gonna use other pop here to refill them up so the props actually look legit. The pack I bought came with one set of stickers for each perk. Sadly only one. I guess I could buy more in the future, but right now I'm just gonna refill them up. Put the cap back on. Sadly, when we drink this in the future, if we ever do, it's gonna be flat. But, boom, Juggernog. Man, that smells really good. The Blue Jones soda is amazing. Quick Revive. Put that on nice and tight, and we have Speed Cola. So there we go, we got all three perk bottles that look pretty legit. I just got them sitting here on top of pack. I think they look pretty freaking awesome. One of the main questions I always get asked is, Aaron, how do you get so many Nerf blasters? And the answer is that I buy them all used. If I bought these all brand new, it would be super, super expensive. So what I do is I try to buy used Nerf bundles or Nerf lots. I use a website called Kijiji. It's kind of like a Craigslist or kind of like an eBay where you drive to the person's house and you can actually pick the used items up, and then you can maybe even bargain, give them like a best offer or something like that. So I'm not sure Kijiji is everywhere, but it's similar to a Craigslist, kind of like a garage sale but online, or eBay. And I just look for decent deals for a bunch of blasters, and then I usually just drive to the person's house and pick them up. What actually started my whole collection is I drove to a guy's house and he was selling like 30 Nerf guns for $300. I was actually super nervous to spend $300 to buy so much Nerf guns at the time, but I decided to invest my money in it, and it actually helped launch my channel a ton. Those 30 Nerf guns are seen throughout Elite Nerf Force, Elite Nerf Strike, Gun Game 1, and Gun Game 2, and even probably a little bit in Gun Game 3 as well. So, if you want a whole bunch of Nerf guns, which I totally don't recommend because I don't think everyone needs so many, the reason why I have so many is not because I'm addicted to buying Nerf guns or I think I need that many. It's simply because I use them in my videos. I want to have a whole variety to use in different videos. For example, each gun game video needs another 20 guns, and then I might as well keep them after I have them because they make this cool, awesome backdrop as well. So I wouldn't totally recommend having that many because obviously you need a place to store them, and storing them in boxes and stuff doesn't really work that well. That's why I kind of did it on the walls, and again, it works as a great backdrop. But if you do want a bunch, maybe you want to have Nerf Wars with your buddies, or you like collecting them like I do, try finding used lots. Either go to garage sales or used goods stores such as Value Village or Goodwill. Maybe even check out Craigslist or eBay. One of the best deals I ever found, I got 15 blasters for $60, and there was a a whole bunch of really rare ones that I didn't have either. I think I got the Alpha Trooper in that deal, and there was a Titan, and even a Long Strike, and a whole bunch of other Nerf guns for a super awesome deal. So if you're looking for a bunch of Nerf guns and you want to find old ones as well that are kind of rare, that's the way to do it. And if you find the right deals, you can get them for a really good price. So that's why I have so many, and that's which has kind of allowed me to make this Nerf room. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun. It feels really good for me to have everything organized and to have everything looking totally awesome. And I can't wait for it to be actually finished, even though it's as finished as it can be right now. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you next time.